Hi Linda, thank you very much for coming. I'm TJ. First of all, you have a very loving energy, so there's a real gentleness to you, but also a lot of darkness here inside, okay? I've got a young guy here now that's jumping all over me, so he feels that he must be quite new to the spirit world, new to be away from you, because it feels that he hasn't been there very long, or he's just coming to terms with the fact that he is in the spirit world, okay? And this feels to me as if I'm going to be talking about your son. Now, I also need to tell you that there is a gentleman that, as I just said, your son is an older gentleman, which feels that it's his grandfather is also with him. So, and he's saying that you're his girl, so I do feel that it must be your father. So that's it. And I can hear the name Tom being shouted really loud in my mind, and that's making me feel very emotional. I feel that that name is repeated as well. So if this is your son's name, Thomas, he's telling me Tom. Yes. Okay, I need to call him Tom, not Thomas. Maybe that's a bit too formal for him. Now, I think it was a rugby top I saw. And there must be trophies as well, because yes, I can see a shelf full of them. And the rugby ball seems to have someone's signature on it as well. Yes. And you could make money from it and yes, something like that for him. Yes. Like in his name. Yes. Yes, I heard that yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, he's very proud of that. Yes. It's kind of like, my picture's going to be in the paper again. Yes, it is. Yeah.
When Tracy came up with the name Thomas, but then said, no, he's telling me that's wrong, it's Tom, he's known as Tom, I knew then immediately that it was my son. His name was Tom, and that's what everybody knew him as. When TJ talked about my father being with Tom, that was a huge comfort. It was always a huge regret to me that my father died when Tom was a very small baby. He was only a few weeks old when my dad died. And my father was only 60 when he died. So actually, I always thought that was much too young. And to lose Tom at just 19 was just such a total shock. And yeah, it was hugely comforting to think that they are together.
He loves his dad. I've got to say love to my dad. Your husband is carrying the grief as well as yourself, but your husband is also carrying a feeling of, I should have said goodbye, I should have done one more thing with him, and Tom also didn't get to say goodbye to you, so he didn't get to say goodbye to anybody. He keeps showing me spinning, so as my energy's spinning, so I feel he's trying to show me he's passing. And this feels like a car or a vehicle. I feel like I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning. And also a kind of sense of skidding as well. So it's two kind of movements that he's showing me, and he's going straight here to my stomach area as well. So I know that there is a bang here, but also from my side. So, and here, he's going in here. He actually just showed me where the artery was torn, and they wouldn't have known that. He wants to say thank you to everybody that tried to save his life, and he wants you to know, Mum, that they did not stop trying. And this artery, it was found too late. It was found too late, and they're kicking themselves that if they'd have seen it, but they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it.
When Tom went travelling, it was just a big adventure, and we always thought he'd come back. We never ever expected that he would die whilst he was travelling, because he was just fit and healthy and intelligent and just had everything going for him. He was involved in an accident we didn't know about. He was taken to hospital and was in an intensive care unit for some time. And we didn't know about that either. The first thing we knew was when the policeman came to tell us.
This artery, it was found too late.
There are still things that we're waiting to find out. However, we have seen a report and spoken to the coroner in this country, and a second post-mortem revealed that Tom had got a damaged artery and there had been significant bleeding that would have been a significant contributory factor to his passing. And that was something that we hadn't told anybody.
He's planting a tree, so there's a tree being planted for him as well. Yes. You want to watch it grow? Yes. Tom wants you to remember his life as a celebration, and that's very important to him. He's here in your heart, and he'll stay there. And your dad has just got him in his arms now. There's a big cuddle going on there. I hope that was okay.
Some friends of ours bought us a conifer in memory of Tom, and they bought it because the new growth was sort of yellow and spiky and it reminded them of his hair. And we planted it just a couple of weeks ago. Spent a long time digging a hole, and it's planted and it's already looking good.
Your dad has just got him in his arms now.
When I came today, I had butterflies. I've seen TJ on a big stage, and I've seen programmes on television, and I really didn't know how it was going to be. And part of me was really worried that perhaps the people that I wanted to come through and hear from wouldn't, but they did, and that is just hugely comforting, and I hope perhaps it brings comfort to other people in my situation.